Hey, hello everybody. Yeah, it looks like we're live. So I gotta move the windows and things go crazy. Oops, I should get rid of that first so we don't have echo. Sorry about that. So I'll have two versions of this to play: the Sega Master System and the NES. Both are ports from PC games. This one's a Sega Master System one. Both runs are about 5 minutes. I really hate the music in the Sega Master System 1, but it's pretty much a walking simulator, but casually these games are impossible. So timing starts when you gain control of the characters, and timing ends in this one as soon as you pick up the discs at the end of the game. Alright, thank you AK for the good luck. And here's nothing. This one likes to eat inputs, so it's a little frustrating at times, but alright, so I guess it's more like running simulator, because you run everywhere. There's basically a labyrinth of paths to go down. This set seems to be the fastest I've been able to find. One thing that's notably different about this one from other versions is you have to turn around. In the NES version, turning around isn't a big issue, but in this one it's kind of cumbersome. You can run through all of the enemies without fail. Some of them will take a shot at you on your way by. Yeah, the biggest problem with this one is the eating inputs. I really don't like that. And holes like this are why. Let's see, it's pretty easy to... And reset that, because that just went great. I should have left the thing running. Whatever. Go through the door. Thank you. So given all these pitfalls, instantly and permanently kill your characters. Not being able to jump over them reliably is not helpful. Oh, didn't want to get hit by the trap. Right. You can only use Mage and Cleric spells if Vriaeliss or Gold Moon are in the first 4 of your party. This one you don't seem to have magic charges. Your casters can throw magic as much as they want. In the NES version they both have charges, or a charge bar. It basically works like MP. I think it's a little confusing for me is the jump buttons are different between versions too. Nice. And this is based on AD&D, so all the spells are similarly. Your Cure Critical could heal 1 hit point, or it could heal 30. So it's completely random and not helpful when it rolls low. In actual attempts, I would not be healing as much. You'd be resetting when things like that happen, but trying to actually be able to finish around here, I'm just going to heal my characters. Fun thing about this one, it doesn't have any dragons in it. You'll see in the NES version coming up after this, a lot of the enemies are unhealed. Whatever. A lot of the enemies are different and or missing. The sprites in this one are significantly bigger. The soundtrack is awful. Nope. Magic sleep. And this pit is nasty because Vriaeliss is literally the only one who can get over it in this version. So if you get him killed before you get there, you're not getting past that hole. If you can, I haven't figured out how yet. But yeah, this whole temple is just one ginormous labyrinth. I don't know if anyone's played this or the NES or the DOS version. But if you don't know where you're going, you probably aren't going to finish the game. Just scared you. Meh. So this next room after this one's one of the most nerve-wracking in both versions of the game because it's really easy to fall in this series of pits. One fun thing I'll notice about this one is the floors. They don't quite line up to the graphics at all, as you can see. Oh, you suck. And there's another instance of just eating the input and your character dies. I have plenty of characters to finish, thankfully. The end screen for this is just rude. If you get there with just one character, you're going to be very sad. Don't kill Carmen. One, two, three, 4, 5. No, you can't raise. One thing that's very confusing about this game, that took me a while to actually wrap my head around, but the directions on the bottom left seem to make no sense and seem to be mostly arbitrary. But if you kind of think of it as getting murdered by spiders, kind of that's your top-down map. Right now I'm running east, and this door I turn north, and now I'm running north with east and west. Still a little hard to explain, but it makes a little bit of sense if you try and turn everything to be top-down as opposed to side-scrolling in your head. I didn't want to go in there. But in all reality, if you're wandering around in the deeper layers of the mazes and dungeons, it's not going to matter. You're going to get lost and die. I want to get serious. I need all of my hit points. Yeah, throw the staff. I don't even know if the dragon's here in this one. I throw it out of habit. And it's just a battle of attrition with the falling stacks. Get here, take the discs, and time. And actually get some of the okay music in this game. Compared to the NES version, coming to the end of this, beat the dragon, I was just running casually. I'm like, wait, everybody's dying. I can't avoid all these traps. I actually had to watch the existing world record to make sure, like, there wasn't a trick to it or something I was missing, because those just crush your party very quickly. And because this game is so fun and everyone wants to keep playing it over and over again, you just gotta hit a button and you can restart the game.